There used to be an easy way to tell the difference between a Lotus Elise and a Lotus Exige. The Elise had a soft top where the Exige had a hard top, and it looked like it was going to shank you. Now though, it's not quite so simple. That's because Lotus has released a soft-top version of its brilliant hardcore model. Gone is its hardtop and in with the Elise's easily removable soft top. It's also lost its rear wing and front splitter. As a result, it doesn't look quite as menacing as something bearing the Exige nameplate really should, which begs the question, should it be called Exige at all? I mean, classically, the Exige is the one you go for if you want a car that pushes the bar just that little bit further, more power, better handling, more Lotusness. Let's look at some numbers, shall we? It's 10 kilos lighter than the coupe. That's down not only to its lack of roof, but also the missing splitter and spoiler. 0 to 62 happens in 3.8 seconds, and it'll hit 100 miles an hour from rest in 8.5 seconds dead. Its top speed? Well, that's 145 miles an hour. That's significantly slower than the coupe, which can top 170 miles an hour. The reason for that is because the soft top isn't all that great at super high speed. Thankfully though, you don't really need to do 145 miles an hour unless you're trying to achieve takeoff velocity, and this doesn't have wings. Those stats are as they are thanks to its 3.5 litre supercharged V6, the same V6 you get in both the Evora S and the hardtop Exige. It's packing 345 brake horsepower and 296 pound-foot, more than enough to move its 1,166 kilos. So it has big numbers, as you'd expect from a car called Exige. It's got an angry look, though not quite as angry as I'd like, and it has no roof. It's also worth noting that it's just a little bit slower than the Exige Coupe around Lotus's test track at Hethel, 1.6 seconds slower. Now the reason for that is because there's less downforce in here. The splitter's gone, but also the spoiler at the back's gone. The reason they took the spoiler off isn't just to make it look a little bit better. No, it was because taking the roof off screws up the airflow over the car, which means the spoiler, which generates proper downforce in the coupe, can't do its job. But it's all well and good talking about track and track times and speed and all of the stuff you do with a racing car, because I don't think this is a car that's going to be destined for the track. I think this is more of a road car. Hear me out. Lotus has fiddled with the Roadster's damping to make it slightly more sanitised, making it incrementally more friendly, more manageable in the wild. This doesn't mean it's soft and cosseting by any means. This is a Lotus Exige. It is quite a beast, but it's not going to shake your teeth out. It's the wonderful thing about Lotus's handling is that they do tune the cars on British roads, so they're designed to go over bumpy, rutted nastiness and not be too awful. At the same time, still handle incredibly well, because I've said it before and I'll say it again, nothing handles quite like a Lotus. This is one of those cars that you drive it with your whole body, you feel everything. And that helps you make your next move, your next decision. It's all good fun, because this particular car has the 3-mode traction control system. The coupe we had 4 modes. This has 2 at sport and everything off. Sport is what I lovingly call hero mode. So what it means you can do is you can go into a corner, dab the throttle a little bit, the arse will kick itself out, and then the car will go, right, you've looked like a legend long enough, and put you back in check. The way this thing delivers its power is quite something, if I'm honest. You don't get a big wodge of torque forcing you forward. No, the best way to describe it is like a Victorian lady lifting her dress and just running at full pelt. It's effortless. It just breathes you down the road. At incredible speed. It just picks up pace and it doesn't make any fuss about it. Twin that with the noise you get, which, admittedly, having the roof off, makes that V6 pretty awesome. It's a lovely noise to hear. It feels like a properly hardcore car. That's because it is. Jesus. second gear, national speed limit at 20. Not at 20 anymore.
The drop-top Exige may have seemed like an easy win for Lotus. Simply remove the roof from the Exige S and make more money, but the attention to detail in making it just that little bit different shines through.
When I last drove an Exige, I commented that it was the ultimate Lotus, the most hardcore, the maddest, the most Lotus of them all. And the Roadster, by the tiniest of margins, isn't quite as mad. It still makes an incredible noise and it's still bonkers quick, but it's marginally more sensible. Does it deserve to be called Exige? Well, yes, because what it's done is it's managed to make pretty much every other soft-top sports car look a little bit sissy.